So here's a quick one about a guy who got involved with the wrong gal and had a kid with the wrong gal, all because she was physically beautiful, and he let down south do the thinking, not up here doing the thinking, and all the turmoil that she brought into his life. However, he does come out on top and have the last laugh. Meanwhile, her life goes in the exact direction that many would not be surprised at all in terms of baby daddies and kids and all that. He says here, "Hey man, I love your channel. I think your content is great for young men during these crazy times." He wrote this for my main channel, Strong Successful Male, but it's a short one, so I thought it'd be a good one here. Now, I guess my story is probably typical of a lot of modern men's failed relationships, but I guess there's a silver lining. I met my ex, the mother of my child, in 2008, right after purchasing my first home. I was in a band with her older brother. She was in the process of divorcing her then husband, who she had a child with. So yes, I broke the cardinal rule of not hooking up with single MOMs. Smack. Yeah, smack. Single MOM. And by the way, she was 22 at the time, already divorced with a kid at 22 years old. She gave me a sob story that was getting kicked out of where she was staying while her divorce was underway, and that her and her daughter were going to have to sleep in the park. I reluctantly offered her a temporary place to stay and offered to help her find a job and get her on her feet. I had no idea what I was in for. Hell on earth. Smack. You just met this chick, and I get you playing a band with her brother. Why can't she go stay with her brother? Why can't she go stay with her parents? You really think she's going to be sleeping on a bench at the park with her daughter? Come on here. But the real reason is obviously she's young, she's beautiful, and he's thinking, hey, I'll have her come stay with me and I'll be getting some in no time. He says, oh boy, was she a phenomenal actress and very attractive. I knew she liked to drink, but I did not know to what extent until about a month after her moving in. I also did not know she had a substance abuse problem. After many, many fights and me threatening to kick her out, to her credit, she actually did pull a complete 180 and was on her best behavior for a while. No good deed goes unpunished. You let her move in and you find out she has substance abuse problems and drinks a lot and is fighting and turmoil. Look at what he did by being the white knight here. But it was white knighting, but it was also, I'm going to get some with this young 22-year-old chick who needs me. That's when we decided to have a child together. Smack. You're going to have a child with someone that substance abuse problems, brings turmoil and drama into your life, and by the way, was divorced with a child by 22 years old. You should never have done this, and certainly kicked her out when all the turmoil began. I was 31 and she was 22 at the time, so I figured this may be the only chance, or my only chance. Dude, 31, your only chance? Men can have kids way decades later. No issues during her pregnancy, and she delivered a healthy baby girl. However, less than a year after giving birth to her now second child, she started back with her old crazy ways and basically went off the rails. Her behavior became more bizarre and more brazen, and when I caught her in a big lie, and at the same time had a lengthy conversation with my neighbor, who had apparently witnessed some things, I decided to give an ultimatum. Either she behaves or she has to go. Well, you're already roped in because you have a kid with her. And good luck getting her to change. She never changed. She just put on an act for you earlier. Well, she went and got arrested for possession. I petitioned the courts for sole custody. Judge granted 50-50 custody. She's arrested for possession and still 50-50 custody. There you go. And of course, there's probably some blue-pilled nice guy male judge who bought her sob story. My ex was no longer living under my roof, and guess what happened? She got arrested again, this time for possession and child endangerment. She lied to me when I dropped off her daughter for her visitation. She stated that she was going to spend the day with her dad so he could have grandpa time with her daughter. Nope, all lies. Right after I drove off, her drug dealer boyfriend showed up in a stolen car, and the cops pulled him over in less than 5 minutes later. Again, this is why when you see people show you who they are, you don't think you can change them. He stayed with her way too long. Shouldn't have got involved with her to begin with, let alone letting her move in, but look at all this he brought into his life. No good deed goes unpunished. Don't be a white knight. I once again petitioned the courts for sole custody. I was awarded sole custody, and my ex has not seen our daughter since. This was over 10 years ago. My ex owes me $80,000 in unpaid child support, and I know I will never see a dime. But get this, she went on to have 4 more kids with 3 other dudes. So she has the child with that you had with her, the girl, the child beforehand with her ex-husband, and now 4 more kids with 3 other dads. Talk about a stereotype. And by the way, that $80,000 that she owes you, yes, she will never see that. But I guarantee you that if you owed her that money, believe me, the courts would make you pay it. And to my knowledge, she does not have access to any of them. Well, thank the Lord for that. Now, since I had a very thick skin and have been very ambitious and an entrepreneur pretty much my whole adult life, that situation did not affect me like it probably would other guys. But it can affect your kids in a big way if you choose the wrong woman. I'm lucky that my daughter has turned out just fine, luckily no damage. But men need to learn to think with their upstairs brain, not the other one downstairs. Ha ha ha, my bad. Yeah, well, us older guys can say that, but we all know darn well, because this guy's obviously about my age, I'm 45, we know when you're young, you're not going to listen to the one up here, you'll listen to the one down there. And the decisions you make with the brain downstairs can affect your whole life. Anyway, if you want to use my story in a video episode, be my guest. If it helps one dude, it's not making a big changing mistake, I'll be happy. Keep doing what you're doing, brother, and best of luck to you in Florida. Thank you. Can't wait for my move in September. So, guys, there you go. Don't white knight. Listen to this head, not the one down there. And generally speaking, people don't change. And if you get involved with some trashy girl, I guarantee you she can bring a whole lot of drama and turmoil to your life. And if you don't realize that first, and she starts showing her true colors, substance abuse, alcoholic, fights, arguments, drama, kick her out. And you don't move some girl and you barely know. If you're going to move in with a girl, it's only because you want to marry her and you've been with her for a very long time. And it's the final test. And even then, they can fool you. So, guys, learn.